The final world of the game begins now. We need to be serious about this. Oh my god, is that a rat? Roll title? Let's start to begin. What is up, guys? It's Brownie of DAGames back once again with another new episode of Spyro the Dragon for you all. Last time we finished off the last of the Dreamweaver world, and now we are here in the final world of the game. Nasty's world. So, first off, we're going to have to go through North Cove to open up the next level of the game. And if we can take a look at our stuff, we have... Wait a minute, one dragon left? But that's weird. There's only this one here. You'll see. You'll see. If you know, shush. Okay. So let's go through North Cove with our 75 gems we could only collect at this stage of the game. And let's begin. North Cove. So, what do we expect in this level? Lots of mechanics about trying to fix this harbor. Although the weird thing is, why does Nasty Nork have a harbor? I mean, what's he trying to do? Launch a Napoleonic invasion? I should probably stop with that statement. Okay, so, in this level, it's a lot of exploding barrels all over the place. You have to play your inner Donkey Kong to dodge them, but instead of having to just jump over the barrels, you can just roll to the side of them. Imagine if the Donkey Kong games were in this perspective. That would have been quite interesting to see that. I mean, heck, yeah, I'm gonna dodge this. I'm gonna use a hammer to bust a barrel. Nope, I'll just sidestep to the side. Curse you, Z-axis! Alright. So, most of these enemies, as you can see, mostly rely on two different ways of being killed. You can either barbecue them or use the barrels themselves to wipe out the enemies. Now, in this world, where compromise does not exist... I'm going to hell for that one. Don't talk about that one. But yeah, in this, in Nasty's world, you don't expect too much for the level itself, except for Noiks in their underwear. This video is now PG-13. Nah, it's that common concept. Now you have to... Aye! But yeah, in this entire world, there isn't that much to deal with. I really thought I blew that up. Okay, we'll blow that up just because. It's in the way. What? A clean harbor's a safe harbor. But yeah, in this entire of this world, you don't have that much to deal with. There's no flight level, and there's only 2 levels to deal with in this world. So, don't expect too much, but that doesn't mean the levels aren't going to be a breeze, as Latif is going to prove.
Keep up the good work, Spyro.
Wait a minute. We freed him.
Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
This is basically where the game ran out of ideas for dragons. They thought, let's not give specific world dragons for Nasty's world, because, let's face it, out of all the dragons and stuff in this, not many dragons exactly would want to live in this world where, you know, a giant Nork can turn them all into crystal at the blink of an eye. I didn't even know that rat was there. Alright, so, let's have ourselves a small question of the video, because I know that's what you guys have been slightly missing a little bit. I hope so, anyway. Obviously, with this being the final world of the game, this is obviously where the game racks up. So, while we're approaching the end of this, I want to know from you guys, what's your personal opinion on what you've seen of Spyro the Dragon if you are brand new to the series? Otherwise, if you are, you know, if you are, an avid Spyro fan, then want to know from you guys, what's your personal favorite world in the video game, in this game, if you've played it? So in other words, we have 2 there, based on whether you're a fan of this and you're watching this because you want to see how things go and you're feeling nostalgia, or whether you are brand new to the series and is like, oh, this is quite interesting. Now, at the moment, I don't know if the game is available for download, like on PlayStation Network, so if any of you guys are wanting to get a copy of this, you'd have to get yourself a physical copy from, like, eBay or something. I'm not sure exactly how it is. Boom! Headshot! All that for a bunch of ones? Why not just give me the actual value of the gem itself? Oh, because it wasn't anything. Pooh you! I don't want to see ones! I want to see big mulas! I want to see big mulas! I'm so killed. But yeah, otherwise you'd have to get a physical copy of this game if you're going to play this for yourself. Otherwise, there are the other ones to play and such as well. And on that topic, I do want to mention and such that some of you guys may know from the Nintendo Land footage that my brother was along with us on those adventures. The one thing I want to bring up about that is my brother is actually playing through Spyro 2, and I'm going to have to edit those for him because he doesn't know shit on how to use them. So basically, it's a case of I'm going to have to do it. Now, this is actually my favorite dragon in the entire game. You call me bull for referencing. Well, this one goes a bigger one.
Wow. I never thought I'd be rescued, especially by such a little dragon. What I mean is, I always believed in you, Spyro.
You gotta believe.
Does anyone know that reference at all? I'm guessing there's a bunch of people out there who didn't know what that one is. That was actually a reference to none other than the PlayStation mascot that extraordinaire, Parappa the Rapper. That's right, that was Parappa the Rapper's catchphrase. Wow, it's the first time I actually killed a Nork up there without having to hit the barrel. But yeah, that was a reference to Parappa the Rapper right there and then. Now, I don't know exactly the logic behind why they put him in that, but, well, it was just quite interesting the first time I played it because I never actually knew about Parappa the Rapper. In fact, the only time I knew of him was when I started playing, was when I basically did the whole, the demo disc days. Do any of you guys remember that? The whole getting the PlayStation magazines and getting the demo disc that had like one level of like 2 different games and stuff like that. And it was just a lot of fun that you could download that and such. It was kind of how I got introduced into Spyro the Dragon and Crash Bandicoot. So it definitely is one of those. It was a, what the fuck happened there? What the fuck happened with that? I don't know what happened there. I think that was a chest that should not have been. Ah, should not be near TNT. There we go. Oof. But yeah, I just love doing that. I always felt so nice and such. In fact, to be honest, I actually entered one of the competitions from a magazine then and such. It was actually a challenge to get through Crash Bandicoot 3's demo in the fastest time possible. And I entered it. Sadly, I didn't win. And it was quite upsetting and such, because I played a good bit. By the way, do not fall down those holes. You fall down those holes, it's an instant death, because there's no way back up. But, yeah, it was quite upsetting and such. But, yeah, I always enjoyed those days. So, yeah, it was before the whole going on the network to download a demo or something along those lines. So, yeah, it was just something that was something I enjoyed. But anyway, what about this level itself? Because I haven't really talked about this level. Well, too much anyway. So yeah, the level's not too difficult. All I can say is the only tricky bit is if you end up missing some gems, it's a bit of a backtrack if you're looking for them. But otherwise, 400 gems, 3 dragons, I believe. 3 dragon? 2 dragon? Partridge in a fucking pear tree? I don't know. I lost track on shit. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's 2 dragons in there. Now, completing that level will open up the next one. Hey, look, it's still a better love story that... Oh, we can't use that. Yeah. This is actually the only level in this entire world that does not have nasty or Nork in its name. But anyway, let's go to Twilight Harbor to carry on with the next level. Now, this is where the Norks officially go big. Because... the music wraps up, and the Norks are carrying fucking AK-47s! They fucking brought out the heavy guns! Quite literally! So this level is a nasty little piece of gimmick. The only thing that's a worry about this is all of the Norks in this level are rangers. So fortunately, you don't have to kill any of them up close. You can just get fairly close and use your breath attack if you need to. But there's nothing wrong with trying to charge them if need be. I don't think you can charge these guys. No, they're too big, but they have a sword if you think you're crazy enough. And ironically, that's actually the first time I have ever seen the sword attack actually being used. So yeah, this level's not too difficult. It's just trying to get a hold of everything in this level that is quite a pain. Because some of these gems, like this one here, as you can see here, are a bit out of place. So it comes down to using your noggin to get some of those once again. But yeah, the fact that they're using machine guns and such, think of it this way, you showed this in a bunch of other games nowadays, and they tell you, oh my god, this game is too dangerous, it should not be put for kids. Remind myself that when I was a kid, when I was roughly about 10 years old, 11 years old, this is the game that was out and about. So, the fact is, I mean, just take a look at, I mean, let's bring that up in something, guys. I mean, let's have that as a partial discussion and such. Now, I know most of you guys out there love your Grand Theft Autos and your Call of Duties and your, you know, your big games and stuff like that that involve, like, blood, guts, gore, guns, and everything else in between. But, oh yeah, here's Cosmos again.
Thank you for releasing me.
Less useful than he was in the Magic Crafters world. But yeah. Oh yeah, this is another level that implements the special effect of the water, by the way. But yeah, it's the one reason why I never enjoy those games like Grand Theft Auto and stuff like that, is because when I was a kid, that was those are the game series that you only played because you wanted to look good. Now, don't get me wrong, the game series like that have done well for themselves, and I had to admit I dabbled on a couple of those game series myself. Grew up, I mean, I played Grand Theft Auto London, I played Grand Theft Auto Vice City, and a little bit of number 3. I haven't touched any of the next-gen stuff because, you know, that's just the way I am and stuff like that. But, other than that, this game with guns and such, it's kind of the same way of a big surprise. Anyway, Cletus is back.
Be on the lookout
with a completely new look.
Spyro.
They better be on the lookout for me.
Don't know why they put that one there, but we're one dragon away from finishing this entire game. And we get that when we beat the boss. That's how the last dragon's formed. But yeah, I mean, what's some of your guys' personal opinions? I mean, this is a bit of a serious one. By the way, utilize the supercharge here. You have to use it for 2 uses, by the way, before I get sidetracked. You have to use the supercharge for the first one, and boom! To run through that chest there. The second use is you have to level the bridge. You have to make the bridge into a jump ramp. I'll get to that in a second. But yeah, serious discussion. What do you guys make about sort of, you know, friendly things going into hardcore? I mean, it's also the same way as what do you make of like hardcore games and stuff like that? Do you think seeing a game with like that's like sort of as childish as like Spyro or something like that, having guns in it, is probably no different than Crash Bandicoot bringing sexual content? Oh, it kind of did with Tanya. That's the change. Whee! Boom, headshot! But yeah, seriously, about this level itself. The level itself on this one is a pretty nice level. It's a nice little recollection. It's a nice ending to what you're going through. Oh no! Don't! Dang it! Ugh. Okay, that didn't quite work. Okay, let's gotta lower the drawbridge again. And then raise it back up on the other side. Because we're gonna need that jump because we missed 30 gems, and I'd like to get those back. But yeah, as I said, the level's not too difficult. It's just trying to grab everything in it. Otherwise, if you're going for everything in this game, this is where it gets a little tricky. Not by much, but a little tricky. Because you get alive there if you want it. And because we're going up to the final boss, it's nice that they give you that. And over here for your 30 gems. And I believe there's only 300 in this level, I think. Okay, 400. My apologies. I'm an idiot. Lower the drawbridge, because why not? Leave it as you found it. Ouch! Though the thing is, if you take a look at their bullets, I swear they're firing Doritos. I mean, look! See, don't they look like Doritos? Unfortunately, these Doritos pack a punch. And give you a very nasty result. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I still enjoy this game for what it is. I mean, let's face it. I mean, it's kind of the sort of theories is. I mean, most people out there, they don't like the nostalgias. They prefer to look at like the high-end graphics or the powerful stuff that comes out. it's quite nice when you can look back at these nostalgia games and, you know, just really enjoy what they used to be. I mean, to some of you guys out there, some of you guys probably thought that Skylanders was the very first appearance of Spyro the Dragon. No, this is where he started. Hey! Go for a drink! Thank you! No hitting! But yeah, those were the last Norks and such. And yeah, I'm hoping you guys enjoying what's going on and such. Now, if we done this right, this should equal 80. Yes, it does! And we wrap this level up with a 100% completion on all the main levels of this game. But we're not fully done because we still got the big boss himself. Look at that, 425. Now, if we've done everything correctly, the last mouth obviously should be open, because we're going to need a gold sparks. And this is the last 75 gems that you can collect in a hub world. So basically, this makes this hub world the easiest hub world to 100%. Well, minus the dragon that you get when you beat Nasty Nork. But if you've done everything correct, by the time you enter Nasty's lair, you should have 79 dragons and 11,500 treasure. The last 500 gems are in this boss, which we're gonna have to do next time. Sorry to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but this is now where it goes down. This is the last one, and we're gonna end this right. So tune in next time when Nasty Nork is going down. Hopefully. This is Brownie of DAGames signing off on Let's Play Spyro the Dragon.